using an approach that relied solely upon brute force. Thus, the Brotherhood of Shadow was born, a sect of elite Sith warriors that chose to forsake the individualistic nature of their species and see themselves as a single entity, an entity that answered only to the Sith King. Whilst the Sith King's armies weathered the wrath of the Infinite Empire, it was the Brotherhood of Shadow that covertly waged a silent war behind the enemy's own lines, decimating its tactical and strategical competence by assassinating the key military figures responsible for coordinating the planetary invasion of Korriban. The repercussions of this silent war were soon felt as the Infinite Empire's armies began to collapse upon themselves in the absence of an effective command. Whilst personally leading the armies which bore the full might of the Infinite Empire, Addus, the King of the Sith, was killed. A dying King Addus entrusted the burden of kingship to be spread amongst his most trusted of advisors, proclaiming them the rightful successors to his rule. This move angered Akira Khan Sin, who believed himself to be the one worthy of leading the Sith peoples. After his insurrection was stopped, the rightful rulers of the Sith designated that Akira Khan Sin and his Brotherhood of Shadow be condemned to imprisonment within the Infinite Empire's artifact. The artifact itself was a crude device, not suited to harboring beings who wielded power on the scale of the Brotherhood of Shadow. I suspect as generations passed, Akira Khan Sin had learned how to interfere with the workings of the artifact from within, allowing him to gradually impose his will upon the great void that imprisoned him. But considering his physical body had long since been destroyed, he was unable to escape the artifact, only managing to project himself as a specter into our reality when an individual was foolish enough to tamper with the artifact. And even then, in our world, without the power of the artifact to provide for him, his spirit would have to leech from the life force of the living to fuel and maintain his presence here. The physical bodies of Akira Khan Sin and his Brotherhood of Shadow have long since been destroyed by the ravages of time. To exist in this reality, the spirits of these ancient warriors would have to assume control of actual living people. Hosts, if you will. But the true difficulty lies not with simply finding a host, but rather with finding a suitable host. In life, Akira Khan Sin was a powerful being, and so requires the body of an equally powerful subject. In his eyes, you would have seemed the most suitable of subjects to serve as the physical body for the Brotherhood of Shadow. The Temple of Shadow is an ancient and forgotten structure built by King Addus's designated successors to house the artifact which the Brotherhood of Shadow was imprisoned within. Constructed out of materials scavenged from a captured enemy temple, it also became the focal point for the Brotherhood of Shadow's power. The power of the Brotherhood of Shadow lies in the ability to summon forth these creatures of betrayal at will, and only one, the dominant will, may exercise that power. When the Brotherhood of Shadow is introduced to a new host, the existing dominant will of the Brotherhood must confront and defeat the will of this host. The victor is granted the Brotherhood of Shadow's power, yet also suffers a loss of identity when they become its personification. Since ancient times, and more so since their imprisonment, the Brotherhood of Shadow, rather than seeing themselves as a group of individuals united by a cause, see themselves as merely a single entity. These beliefs were personified in the Brotherhood of Shadow's mantra, the Code of the Shadow. Ask, and I will answer. Then, at last, it is time. Shauna May, once an individual with an identity to call her own, now nothing but a hollow shell, yet she can still be salvaged of use. She will become the Brotherhood of Shadow's host when the reunited essence of the Brotherhood is introduced to her body. Her hate-filled spirit will gradually be consumed by Akira Khan's sin, the dominant will. Yet the power traditionally wielded by that dominant will shall no longer be theirs to grasp when they have fully consumed the spirit of their new host. Instead, through the force bond of master and apprentice, that power will be transferred to me. I will claim the Brotherhood of Shadow's power, yet I will not become their personification. I will retain my identity. I will remain Darius Solomon. So long for this day, my mind and my body are prepared to face you, to defeat you. Awaken, Shadow, and claim your prize of flesh. The Brotherhood of Shadow's power is being transferred to my body. Soon I will have what I need to finally attain vengeance. I can feel the Brotherhood of Shadow's power.
Hakuji ko pa? Gino mula magkakak. Skinto kwanwanwana. Ikona na bon siya. Kabadumpa kupaliyaya mokarpata.
Sarah, it's me, Kobayashi. You gotta wake up. I know you had a tough night, but you're still strong. The truth is, I know what it's like to lose everything too. I was once a different Kobayashi. I was once a Jedi. Look into yourself, past the hatred, past the lies. Don't you see? We're the same. We're the same.
Randi ichawa tongbola Johnny Ku, Yumawama nibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi.
Trust me, you don't want to know.
No! The connections have been broken prematurely. The Brotherhood of Shadow can no longer claim its host, and I can no longer claim their power. My power.
Hachu apanki, Jishawa anibong kasha chonasi ichua byongbo joni. Minamambato mule ra. Hakugri katkota parabola. Dong abuk shami no nok.
Hey, well, don't mention it. To be honest with you, I'm still trying to figure out how I actually got through to you. It's been a long time since I felt the Force strongly enough to actually do anything with it.
Hachu apanki. Jishawa anibong kasha chonasi ichua byongbo joni. Dopayumas pasen lapti non goto.
I can't say I've heard the term, but I was never the best Jedi. My master was a great woman, a bit like you in more than a few ways. Stubborn, but a great warrior. But they say a Jedi's life is sacrifice, and my master's was no exception. She lost her life one day as we fought to defend a settlement from a pirate raid on some obscure planet you've probably never heard of in the Outer Rim. I failed her because the Force failed me. It turned away from me, so I returned the favor. I was all alone. I was captured by the pirates who had slaughtered my master and too stricken with grief to do anything about it. I figured it was all over. But then he came.
Muchashakapaka.
My savior. The man who I owe my life. Damon Drexel. He found me, killed my captives, and took me as his own. He was on the run back then, having just fled from the Sith in a stolen Republic ship he named the Orion. He sought a new life, a life which I admit appealed to me, so I joined him.
Hakuji kopa? Jino mularak kampiak slimjo puanwandwana?
Damon Drexel saved my life. Had he not disappeared, I'd still be with him now.
Rundi ichawa tongbola Johnny Gu. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi.
Solomon. Is he dead?
Ni bajoni yo la wish. Dopayumas pasen lapti non goto.
I think we should postpone this until later. We still have the Brotherhood of Shadow to worry about.
Hachu apanki. Jishawa anibong kasha chonasi ichua byongbo joni. Minamambato mule ra. Hakugri katkota parabola. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes chi pala mulek. Tonki pa nagnonek. Tu nikton chun chun ke nemolek rabest. Ufmala nibo kurk.
I think we're getting a little bit over our heads, people. This structure is massive and all we have are simple weapons.
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes chi pala mulek. Tonki pa nagnonek. Tu nikton chun chun ke nemolek rabest. Ufmala nibo kurk.
I'm always one to suggest ideas when I get them, but this time, I've got nothing.
Uchu apanki. Wanakumbes dopi ki kunyana. Tong patok smaktelia.
You got what? You've got what?
Uba patu konchi. Tong nongbong shang nungyang. Tong patok smaktelia.
You were carrying explosives all this time? And you didn't think to tell us? To warn us?
Yatuka ulwan kinkuna ba murira. Rachikun. Mucha shakpanpa. La boda ni winki smaktoma. Wanakumbes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja murira rabes. Uba patu konchi. Tong nongbong shang nungyang. Tong patok smaktelia.
That's great. We can destroy this chamber. We can destroy the Brotherhood of Shadow.
Kuyabi juskuna jiktanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chihonkabi. Uba patu konchi. Tong nongbong shang nungyang. Tong patok smaktelia.
No, there has to be another way. Nobody has to die. Not here. Not after all we've been through.
Kuyabi juskuna jiktanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chihonkabi. Uba patu konchi. Tong nongbong shang nungyang. Tong patok smaktelia.
Master, I will stay. I shall be the one to detonate the thermal charges.
Verbal? No, you can't. You'd be destroyed. And without your memory core, I wouldn't be able to rebuild you.
Master, I am a droid. Model S0Z3. A non-organic machine composed of steel and wiring. You're a living being, with a life of significance and fulfillment ahead of you. It is a harsh truth for me to accept, but your existence is more important than mine.
La boda ni winki smaktoma. Wanakumbes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja murira rabes. Uba patu konchi. Tom Nongbong Shang Nung Yang, Tom Katok Smakdelia.
Thank you, Verbal. Thank you for everything. I'll never forget you, that I can promise you.
Master, despite your imperfections and flaws, I have found you to be an insightful character. You must keep yourself functional, at all costs.
Don't worry, Verbal. I may be incapable of many things, but looking after myself is luckily something I'm good at.